Jill, guess what time it is?
Drink time.
It's time to have a drink and do some talking.
It's called sipping and saying.
Sipping and sorry, I'm just gonna call it drinking and talking tonight.
But it's the sip and say.
All right, yeah, that's your thing.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, what are you drinking over there tonight? It's something appropriate for the season, I believe.
It is apple cider and Smirnoff caramel vodka. And if you don't have either one of these in your home right now, you need to go out. I found it at Walmart, so I know that they have it. You need to go get yourself some apple cider, get yourself some Smirnoff caramel flavored vodka, mix them together, and it's pretty much fall in your mouth.
Do you serve that on ice or do you heat it up?
I serve it on ice. I don't like hot apple cider that much.
Where'd you get this idea to come up with this concoction at? Because it sounds delicious, and I've had a couple myself, and it's as good as it sounds.
It was the signature drink at a wedding that I bartended a few weeks ago.
Oh.
And I tried some of it at the end. I was like, that's pretty good. I'm going to have to make some of that myself.
Yeah, it's appropriate here in Indiana right now. Like I said, it's fall is in the air. It's nice and crisp in the evenings. The leaves are turning. Seems like there's a wedding every weekend we've gone to.
And it doesn't even taste like there's vodka in it. It just tastes like apple cider with caramel in it.
Yeah, they're really good.
I'm drinking a caramel apple right now.
It's like one of your favorite things, too.
Sort of.
It's sweet. You like it.
Okay.
Speaking of fall, Jill, guess what next week is?
Halloween.
Halloween is here next week. I'm not a huge Halloween guy, I'll admit it,
But let's get to the real question that everybody's probably wondering. What is Blair going to be for Halloween?
It's huge.
I know it was on everybody's minds. So to put your mind at ease, he's going to be a giraffe.
Because he's going to be tall like his daddy?
I hope so, sure. No, it was one of the only things I found at Once Upon a Child that I liked.
And
so if you're... Here's another word of advice. If you're spending full price for Halloween costumes, you are mistaken.
Well, what that costume cost us?
$450.
$450? And you got...
And it's a really nice costume. I mean, it's thick and it's warm and it has, like, his arms are going to be free through the armholes. And then only comes down to his waist so he can have, nice warm pants on, too. And then it's the hood that comes up over his head and has the giraffe face on it.
Yeah, I think shopping at Once Upon a Child has saved us so much money. You get his shoes there. We've got his Halloween costumes. Not last year's costume we got there. He was a duck. You got this year's, and then you got one for next year, as long as it fits, right?
Right. I got just because I couldn't pass it up. I knew if I waited that it would not be there any longer, or let alone next year. But it's an Elmo costume, but it's 3T, and so it's way too big on him.
Yeah, he loves Elmo.
And that one was $10, probably because it's Sesame Street.
Yeah, name brand, not just a
name brand type thing.
General giraffe, but...
His duck costume last year was only $6.
Yeah, definitely check out Once Upon a Child. Any, resale type shop for those costumes, because they're only going to wear them basically one night. I couldn't see spending that much money on something like that.
And he's going to look pretty dang cute in it.
We're excited.
He's going to be the cutest giraffe there ever was.
And if you're looking for places to take toddlers, like Blair goes to bed about 7:30, so we're not going to be out late trick-or-treating. There's a lot of the nursing homes in the area offer a trick-or-treat between 4 and 5. It's inside. That way, if it's raining or it's super cold, take them inside. I know the residents got a big kick out of last year. We went to one. They got to pass out candy to all the kids, and you can tell it really brightened their day up.
Mm-hmm. I think Blair will get a little more into it this year.
I think he'll be all about it this year.
As long as he's okay with his costume.
Yeah, last year he was we had to carry him, and he
was only 10, just turned 10 months.
Yeah. But definitely check that out. I think we're going to take him to, was it the Delaware County building downtown, or the Justice Center has a trick-or-treat?
Yeah, we heard they have a trick-or-treat. That's from 3 to 4.
That's perfect.
We're just hitting the early bird specials here.
Yeah, that way he's... fully rested from his nap. He'll be a lot more fun and get into it, I think. And then, I don't know. And then what's these new things I've been hearing about this year? Trunk or treats?
I can't believe you've never heard of trunk or treat.
No,
Not that I've ever been to one, but I have at least heard of them.
I don't think I'd ever heard of one before this year.
Really?
Right.
And you grew up in Indiana,
I
in
did.
the Midwest.
Yeah. I never heard of one.
Yeah, because you had to ask me what it was.
Yeah. Once you
What did you think it was? Let's have that.
trunk or treat, I had no idea. Like, legit.
You didn't think it was a car trunk?
I saw a flyer and I was like, what's a trunk or treat? But
Did you think it was a typo?
maybe that's what I thought it was, a big typo. Once you explain, like you did to me, without sarcasm to people, someone else might not know what a trunk or treat is.
I think the majority of people know, but if there is someone out there that doesn't, I think a lot of churches put them on. You just park your cars and open up your trunks, and you can decorate your trunks, and you just pass out candy from your car trunk.
So,
and the kids go from car to car.
rather than house to house.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
It is.
It's a catchy name once you kind of put two and two together.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's one I never heard of, though. Hadn't heard of
I don't know if it might be kind of a newer thing, but it's been around for a while.
I don't ever remember going to one as a kid. I said I'm not a huge Halloween person. I'm more now because we have a son.
You don't get into anything.
I get into certain holidays.
Your favorite holiday is Thanksgiving just because you get to eat.
It is the best holiday there is. That's not even debatable. What's better than Halloween or Thanksgiving?
Maybe Halloween. Christmas.
No, Christmas is too commercialized. Now, the true meaning of Christmas, absolutely. But when I see people running over people at Walmart to get the latest toy, that's not Christmas.
I might have ran someone over to get that caramel vodka, though. I'm just kidding.
You might have.
I'm just kidding.
I could see you doing that. You've been loving those drinks. Or these people that have their Christmas tree up now. I saw a few people that have Christmas trees up on Facebook.
Yeah, that's a little extreme.
I see. That's you're skipping two holidays. You know, you're skipping Halloween.
At least wait till after Halloween. I mean, November 1st, if you want to start getting in the
It's too
Christmas
soon.
spirit, sure.
Too soon. The day after Thanksgiving, absolutely.
But it's not like people skip over Thanksgiving.
Yeah, pretty much.
They have from November 1st until Thanksgiving Eve, and then you have Thanksgiving, and then Black Friday on is Christmas again.
Don't even get me started on Black Friday. That whole day should just be eliminated.
Okay, back to Halloween.
All right, I'm sorry I went on a tangent because I love Thanksgiving. But so, what was some of your costumes as a kid? If you were so into trick or treating back in the day, I'm sure you were because you love candy.
Thanks. I don't know if I was anything my first Halloween because I only would have been a couple months old. I'm gonna have to ask Mom about that one. I know my second Halloween I was a witch, and there's home video of me walking around in my witch costume, and they had painted my face green and everything, and I had a hat.
Did you have a broom?
I don't know, probably.
Little mini broom.
Probably. I can't. I'd have to almost look back at pictures. I think I was Minnie Mouse one year. I think one year, the one I remember the most because I was the most proud of it, I was a Christmas present. Like full blown hands, arms sticking out of a box. Like I was in a box.
How old were you with this
That
one?
was 5th grade.
5th grade?
I helped, me and Dad made it.
I bet that was intense because your dad is like Mr. Detail.
It was the most perfect present.
Yeah. He could get a job wrapping presents at the mall. Like, I'm sure you're.
I learned my present wrapping skills from my dad.
What are some of your other costumes? How when did you stop trick or treating?
I don't think I went in 6th and 7th grade. And I think me and some friends went in 8th grade, and I think I dressed up as a hippie.
Going out getting free stuff like hippies do.
That's true. I'm really trying to rack my brain. I don't know what I was other years.
I don't remember going in middle school. I think 5th grade was probably my cutoff.
I think I went, 8th grade was my last year.
I don't ever remember going in middle school or high school. I think my favorite, I probably 2 or 3 years, I went as a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. That was my jam when I was a kid. I love those movies.
Oh, in high school, we had senior dress-up day. The seniors got to dress up on Halloween. And me and my 2 best friends, we were the pink ladies from Grease.
It's not a good movie.
I don't like that movie.
It's not a good movie. It's not a good movie. I know I'll get flack for that, but nah, I'm not a Grease fan. What's a cool idea, though? Yeah, I did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I know at least 2 or 3 years because that was my thing. Probably I think I remember ninja costume. Probably one as a baseball player when I was
Oh,
real
I
little.
went as a high school graduate once.
Was that your freshman year of college?
No. I think mom, it was like a hand me down of my cousin's graduation gown, and she probably shortened it for me. And that's what I wore one year. It
Have-
didn't take much.
I said that was the year you graduated high school, wasn't
No,
it?
it wasn't.
You wore your.
I think that was fourth grade.
That seems like a weird one.
No, take it up with mom.
Yeah, I can believe that. How about college? Did you go out in college? Like a lot of. Did you keep your semi appropriate college costume because we know what college parties mean in Halloween time?
I won't go into detail of a few years of my Halloween costumes in college. But I did go as an M&M one year. And another year I went as a bumblebee.
Which color M&M were you?
I was blue.
The blue one?
Yeah.
The blue ones are the best.
I even had white shoes, and all my friends made fun of me because they look like grandma orthopedic shoes that I bought for the outfit.
But that's what they were, though.
I know. I was just trying to stay true to the costume.
So were you a classy M&M, or was it a...
I had a blue shirt on, and I put white tape on it in the shape of an M. And I had white gloves. I think I wore shorts and like black leggings or something. And then my white shoes.
And the bumblebee costume?
The bumblebee was tasteful, yes.
Okay, I didn't... Well, I've been to a few college parties. I know how the girls can dress up, dress down.
The Halloween I just met you, I was an Ohio State football player.
I remember that. Yeah, I went that year. A bunch of us went as players on the Nickelodeon Legends of the Hidden Temple. Remember that show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had like eight of the 10.
You were
people.
you were the Silver Snakes.
Yeah, that was probably the best Halloween because I'm not really big into like costumes, but that was pretty simple. It was
pretty much Jake doesn't like Halloween.
I'm just not big into dressing up. I like it for Blair. Like I'm excited to take Blair. There's just a lot of things about Halloween I don't like. I'm not a big candy eater. Like chocolate, other than Reese cups. I love Reese cups, but you're not getting those anymore. You get like Smarties, which is like a terrible knockoff of Sweet Tarts.
I'll still eat them.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you'll eat most of Blair's candy.
No, last year I sent a lot of it with you to work. I don't plan on eating it all.
Well, I'm currently unemployed, so where are we going to send it?
I don't know. Somewhere. I'll try not to eat all of it.
Did you go to all the haunted houses when you were a kid? When you were a teenage girl, isn't that the big thing a lot of the girls in high school would do?
I went as a kid. We had the haunted forest where I grew up. And my sister's 5.5 years older than me. And so her and her friends wanted to go, and my dad was going to take him. And of course, I wanted to go along, like little sisters do. And so my dad took me and my sister and probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 of her friends. I was young. I was kind of surprised he took me.
Was it a really scary one?
I mean, at that age, yeah. I mean, I was probably only like 2nd, 3rd grade. So that would have made her like 7th or 8th grade. And this is all I remember from it was I lost my shoe 3 times.
Did you not know how to tie them?
I don't know. I don't know if I had like slip-on shoes. Dad probably didn't check my shoes to make sure they were like legit tennis shoes. And so I remember one time I lost it and they had to like shut down part of it so I could find my shoe.
I'm sure that was a buzzkill for everybody. Were the characters out there looking for your shoe?
I think so.
And then they
yeah.
went back and hid in their spots.
And the only other thing I remember was all of us girls hanging on my dad because we were so scared. And so here's my dad trying to juggle like 4 or 5 girls, and me. I think he was like carrying me and then had my sister and her friends like hanging on him because they were so scared.
So did you not go back because it was so traumatic?
I don't think I went back till about 8th grade.
I went to a few.
I don't like, it's the thing to do as a teenager, but
Right.
I don't like them. I don't like being scared. I don't know. I don't think I'm alone in saying that.
But it's supposed to be fun.
It's not fun for me.
It's supposed to be that like
I went to one in college, and I legitimately like ran out the emergency exit because I just don't like it. This guy would not stop chasing me with a chainsaw.
You love chainsaws.
No, I don't.
You brought this up to me, and I know we shouldn't think this way, but I kind of do. What if someone like has bad intentions at one of those places?
Oh, I know. Yeah, it could easily happen. And they're not supposed to touch you at a lot of these.
Yeah, some of them I think you can't, but you got to sign like a waiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been to one probably since like middle school.
There's that one in Indy that I think you have to, sign a waiver.
So the Scream,
and you get,
I
think, a glow stick or you wear a glow stick, and that shows the characters, hey, you've, agreed to this. And they can like grab you and like pull you away from your group and touch you, and no.
The best part of those are when they have the cameras or videos of like just certain areas, and when people, you see their complete scared, like crazy reaction faces.
That's probably me.
I mean, it's way better than the roller coaster pictures.
Well, remember when we watched Bert Kreischer and when he went to
on Bert the Conqueror? Yes, that episode's hilarious.
He went to a I don't know.
It was a scare park.
Scream park type place. That's kind of like me. I mean, I would freak out.
Would you work at one? I think it'd be kind of cool to work at one.
I don't like to be scared, but I like to scare people. We worked at some in college when I was on the swim team, and we would go to Cedar Point and work there Halloween weekends. And at night, they have all the haunted attractions. So I love to scare people, but I don't want to be scared.
I don't think I could be like a really good actor, but if I could just hide and just pop out and scare people, I think that would be funny all night long.
Well, what's funny is we would work. It was called Werewolf Canyon. That's kind of hard to say. Werewolf Canyon. And, we're all dressed up as wolves, and I wouldn't like jump out and yell at somebody, but they would give us these noise makers. And so I would jump out at people and shake my noisemaker, and they'd be like, "Oh, look, it's a little baby werewolf." I'm like, "Really? Okay.
You're a little puppy.
I'm over this now."
Were you just not tall enough to be scary?
Yes.
You're 5'2".
They're like, "It's a little baby werewolf."
That's got to be making you feel really good. You're trying to scare
Yeah, then
people.
I just like ended up hiding, and I just sat there. No one saw me.
Sounds like a good experience. No, I haven't. Like I said, I probably haven't been one since I was like middle school or something. You're gonna say I'm a Debbie Downer, just something else I never got into. I mean, you get scared here and there, but it's it's like, to me, getting scared is like go out in a cornfield in the middle of the night and hear coyotes around you. That's scary.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
That's scarier than knowing you're going in a house and you're going to come out.
I don't like to watch scary movies anymore. I used to.
I don't get it. Yeah,
I don't mind the ones back from the 70s, maybe 80s, because they're
kind of far-fetched.
Yeah, when they're pretty bad. But some of the ones now, I wouldn't even say now, because it's been years since I've watched
a lot of the
movies.
90s.
I say 90s, yeah, early 2000s. But I don't watch them anymore because I think about them too much, and then I can't sleep, especially the realistic ones.
Yeah, like was it Freddy Krueger, Jason? To me, that's not that realistic. But like Scream,
that's realistic.
That's creepy because it's like it was based on a true story.
Yeah.
And if you watch the documentary about the true story, it's terrifying.
Yeah, I know Paranormal Activity, obviously, that like started the whole genre of like the real life tapes, kind of like the Blair Witch Project, I guess.
Yeah, Blair Witch was terrible.
But like when the first time I watched Paranormal Activity, I was really freaked out.
It was creepy.
And I thought it was real.
It was really creepy.
And I could not sleep that entire night. To this day, I still can't watch those movies because it just freaks me out so much.
Yeah, Paranormal Activities is really creepy. And then did you see in the news they had where that like the dad left the book in the kid's crib? Is that how it was? A picture or something in the baby's crib? He showed me the picture the other day. He had the book.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were talking about a movie. Sorry.
No. This is a true news story. What, he left a book with a picture of a baby?
It was So this mom, she's watching her baby on the baby monitor. It's on the night vision, and he's asleep, and it looks like a little ghost baby laying next to him. And so all night, like, it's freaking her out. She's like, I even went in there with a flashlight to try to figure this out, not trying to wake him up. Well, in the morning, she figures out that You know how when you get a new mattress or something, there's like a, the logo picture and it's a baby. Well, they never took that tag off. And the dad, of course, we'll blame it on the dad.
It's always dad's fault.
He did not put like the mattress pad on top of the mattress after he washed the sheet. So the baby's picture was showing through that sheet. And on the baby monitor, it looked like a little ghost baby.
That's hilarious.
Baby.
You would freak out.
Yes.
I know when we got the sound machine for him, you didn't even want it on the white noise.
No, the white noise is creepy.
What? It's. I don't think some of those ghost show. I mean,
it sounds like a ghost voice is going to come through at any moment. I'd rather listen to the ocean waves.
What if it comes to the ocean waves?
It's not going to.
You don't know that. I'm surprised you watch the monitor as much as you do, because I think it would creep you out, especially after seeing that story with the sheet in the crib.
Oh, but it doesn't freak me out because I know what it was.
But it freaked her out, though.
I know. And she's going to blame it on the dad.
It's always dad's fault. Yeah, there's certain things, like you said, some of the Scream parks, like just they're creepy. And then, like you said, some of the movies that have come out, not the gory, like fake ones, but like you said, Paranormal Activities or Scream or some of them, like they're a little too realistic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't get into them anymore. But the one Halloween movie that I will watch every year, and I will watch every year from here on out, and I make you watch it with me, is Hocus Pocus.
It's not bad.
If anybody has a problem with Hocus Pocus, then we can't be friends.
It's a good movie. I like it.
That's good.
The Three Witches crack me up.
Because I do make you watch it with me every year.
Yeah, the Three Witches crack me up. I know it's Bette Midler and the one girl from Sex and the City. I forget her name.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
What's the third witch's name?
Her name. Oh shoot.
The one that always smells the children, I believe.
Yeah. It's Winnie and
I thought I figured you would know this.
What is her name? That's gonna bother me. Give me your phone. I'm gonna.
You're the one that watches it all the time. The cat's pretty funny.
Binks.
And what's the old guy in the grave?
Billy.
Is it Billy? Yeah, he's pretty funny. It's pretty good.
So
movie.
everybody's funny.
Yeah, it's a good watchable. I think Blair will be able to watch it when he's younger, or when he's older, but not like he won't have to wait till he's a teenager.
No, I think I don't know. He's be like 7 or 8, and he could watch that.
He'll love the cat.
Okay, keep talking. I got to Google this. It's gonna bother me.
Yeah, it's one of those movies. I think it's up there with like Christmas Vacation as far as people watch it every Christmas, every holiday season. It's that movie you have to watch. You always have to watch Independence Day around July 4th. What'd you come up with there?
Oh, it's Mary. Okay, so it's Winnie. That's Bette Midler. Sarah is just Sarah Jessica Parker, so she has the same name. And then Mary.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's the one.
I can never remember her name, like her name in the movie. I don't know. She's just not addressed that much.
Any other Halloween movies? I can't think of any.
That's the only one I watch. I watch that every year.
Yeah, I got a friend. He'll watch like 30 movies that month, and they're all Halloween.
Yeah, Nick Ryan, we know you listen to this podcast, so we're calling you out right now.
Yeah, and some of these I've never heard of. Just by the cover of the DVD, I'm like, I don't think I want to watch that. But for Nick, the weirder the better, I guess.
Doesn't he watch one every night throughout October?
31 nights of October.
That takes some dedication. Yeah, and some of the ones, because he posts about them, and some of the ones I've never even heard of them.
Yeah, there's some of them in college. We'd sit there and watch them like, what in the world is this? Like, I get, Halloween, the Jason, like all
Friday
the
the 13th.
Friday the 13th, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but some of them, I'm like, I've never even heard of this movie. So he has a DVD collection that would rival Family Video if it was open.
Oh, yeah. I've heard it's pretty good.
It's No.
I'm not telling you to watch it. I just have heard that it's a pretty good movie if you like scary movies.
No one should watch it. Clowns. You know how you don't like chainsaws? I despise clowns. They're creepy. They're not funny. And it is just terrifying to me. Anything with a clown, even like happy clowns, creep me out.
I don't like scary clowns. Regular clowns don't bother me that much.
Ronald McDonald scares the hell out of me. That guy is creepy.
There's a Ronald McDonald at the Children's Museum.
I know. And Blair,
you've gotten your picture with it with Blair.
I know. It took some counseling, but I did it. No, the Ronald McDonald creeps me out.
I think Ronald McDonald creeps Blair out now.
There's a lot of things that creep me out, and it's always weird things.
Oh yeah, so Jake is afraid of certain talking animals in commercials. Like he has major beef with the Snuggle Bear.
Oh, that thing's creepy. That thing will eat you in the middle of the night.
But he doesn't even like look creepy. He's just a bear.
At night, his eyes turn red, and he's gonna come eat you. The thing creeps me out.
You don't like the car fox.
No, he's annoying.
What were some of the other ones? My dad doesn't like the Burger King.
Oh, no one likes the king. Well, that whole advertisement, if I remember right, the first commercial was where the king's just standing outside the window staring in.
Mm-hmm, that's creepy.
That started the whole thing.
That is, on a side note, that is like one of my major fears, is that I'm just going to look out the window and there's going to be someone standing there. It's creepy.
That's why our blinds are shut every night.
I know.
That's one thing I think you actually threatened me with my life if I ever did to you.
Scare me in my sleep?
Well, if I just stood at the end of the bed one night just to wake you up staring at you, I literally think you would...
I've already told you I'd punch you in the face.
Yeah. I think it would be worse.
That's been like a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, certain things like that creep you out. Certain animals that talk creep me out. Yeah.
There's some other ones in commercials, though, that you don't like. The Snuggle Bear and the Car Fox. There's something else.
And then there's some I think that's funny. Like, I like. Like the Cheetos Cheetah.
Yeah, he's not bad.
He's cool. Like,
what about Tony the Tiger?
Tony's all right. He's not too creepy. The worst one, though, is probably the Snuggle Bear.
I don't have
No, that thing in the middle of the night. He's going to
turn into Chucky?
It's close to it. Probably worse because he's a bear.
I think those movies were creepy, too.
Chucky?
Yeah.
The thing I can think about Chucky's shin high. Like, just someone drop kick him. I mean, let's get it over with.
But he's just going to, like, run back and try to
He's pretty persistent.
Yeah.
But... yeah, like I said, Halloween's coming up. Thought we'd talk a little about our Halloween experiences. Sounds like you were way more in depth with your costumes with the present and your crazy costumes in college, I'm sure.
We won't get into those. What, my Bumblebee and my M&M costume?
Let's try to find pictures.
Yeah, so the one year, all my friends were like these dirty housewives, whatever comes to mind that you want to call them. And I was an M&M.
You kept it classy.
Yeah, most of the time, yes.
I appreciate it. But, so no scary movies this month, no haunted houses or anything for the Sewell family.
No.
We'll watch Hocus Pocus. We'll take Blair trick-or-treating. That'll probably be the extent of it.
That's about as exciting as it gets.
Some people spend tons of money in parties that they throw or costumes they put together.
Yeah.
We did get a Halloween party a couple years ago. It was one of your school parties. And I went as Jake from State Farm.
Oh, yeah. I completely forgot about that.
That was probably my favorite.
And I was Flo.
All I had to do was create a name tag that said Jake from Allstate.
You had your red polo and khakis.
Mm-hmm. And I had the name.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite costume. It was so easy.
You just have to show up and drink.
Like, no face paint, no mask, just put a name tag on me.
And it literally cost you no money.
That's right.
My Flo costume wasn't that expensive.
It was like $8 on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the extent of our dressing up.
I forgot about that a few years ago.
Was that 16? Something like that?
Yeah. So, yeah, we're all about not spending a ton on Halloween
It's
costumes.
more about Blair. And where we live, we don't get trick-or-treaters. Like,
Not
there's
really.
one family down the road. We'll get a couple more this year, I'm sure, with everyone having kids around us. But, yeah, like where my parents live, out in the middle of nowhere, their driveway is like a quarter mile long. Never had a trick-or-treater.
That's a bummer.
Saves on candy.
On a $4 bag of candy.
Yeah. We passed out candy in college. When we lived in the cottages and when we had that duplex off campus. We'd sit out, and that was a good time. Did you guys ever do that?
I think when I was a senior we did, but we didn't have that many.
We had quite a few at the cottages. I was kind of surprised. Surprised parents would take their kids back there.
They have trick or treating at Ball State.
Do they?
Through the dorms, yeah.
Well, that'd be fun.
I think it's like later in the evening.
Oh.
That's the thing. Like, they're all from like 6:30 to 8:30 or 6 to 8. And I'm like, by the time we get to 6 p.m., like, I'm not going to start Blair trick or treat.
Blair's kind of an old man when it comes to bedtime, just like his parents.
Pretty much.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Like I said, check out. I know there's all kinds of trunk or treats going on this weekend. All kinds. I know Albany has a big festival and parade.
Oh, one more thing that we should talk about that you're not into either is dressing up Bluey.
He's a dog. He doesn't need to be dressed up. He doesn't like it anyways.
But you let me get one year, and it was only like $5. And he's...
What I'm getting out of this podcast is that we're pretty cheap.
That's fine. I spent $4.50 on my son's Halloween costume this year, and you know what? It looks brand new.
It looks awesome. But no, you did get him one costume.
Louis wears, it's like a harness type thing, and it has a turtle shell attached to it.
He doesn't like it.
It doesn't matter. So I always say he's a Ninja Turtle every year. He wears the same costume every year.
He does. And he doesn't like it.
And he loves it.
He hates it. Some people go extreme with their costumes for themselves and their dogs. But
See,
hey,
I just bought one, and it was only $5.
But hey, whatever you're into, there's things I spend money on, people don't. So, yes.
He likes it.
Some of the costumes are pretty elaborate, especially for the dogs.
Yeah.
They'll probably be dressed up at the Mutt Strut this weekend over in Morrow's Meadow.
I can guarantee it, yes.
So, get out. Like I said, there's all kinds of festivals and, just fall in general. Hit up your local orchard or pumpkin patch.
Oh, I would definitely say no to a haunted corn maze, too.
Just go out in a cornfield. That's scary enough. You don't have to
I would
go
do a
Halloween.
corn maze during the day, but not a
boring.
haunted corn maze.
But like I said, get out there, find a pumpkin patch, an orchard, some parades, trick-or-treating, go out and have fun, eat some candy, live it up.
Get yourself some apple cider and Smirnoff caramel vodka.
Yeah, and Jill's probably going to have another one tonight since it's early.
Probably.
Well, Jill, let's wrap this up. Cheers. Happy Halloween.
Make it a great day and sip it